all this your criminal activities? You want my mother to come and start calling police for what reason?
You are very wicked. Oh. I have been in this house taking care of you.
She was supposed to give you that money to use for your clearance, but she didn't, and that's the reason why you had to sell your jewelry. And then Nicole called to have the thing stolen from you. That's not proper behavior. And that shows that there's an underlying issue there that you're not willing to tell me.
Rejected Mate is the movie I'm reviewing today, and this movie, the story is written by May Uwe, and the movie can be found on Nolly Family TV. Quick recap of this movie is Charles, who returned from prison, reconnected with Steph. Steph was one woman that his father helped when she was in need, and in that regard Steph rejected him and said, look, I can't help you. If you want my help, you need to do this. Then Charles reminded her that, look, my father helped you and you had a contract that you were supposed to fulfill. So if you don't, you go to prison, or I get everything that you own because you own my father. Steph also said, you know what? Yes, I did sign a contract, but in that same contract, it says you needed to marry my daughter before I could fulfill all of these promises that I made to your father. Someone who just came back from prison, how is he supposed to marry someone? With what resources? So that is what this movie is all about. You should watch it. It's a very interesting and entertaining one. Now moving on to what I love about this movie. What I love about this movie is the storyline. It seems as if this story has been told before, but watching it you feel, well, this is a new one. This story hasn't been told before. It gives you that feeling of missed feeling that you have watched a similar storyline before but you haven't. Yeah, this is what this movie is about. So the storyline was written perfectly well. Lesson in this movie was well taught. Don't look down on anyone. Everybody can be somebody someday, and I think this movie was trying to tell us that, and I think they actually did. Directing, casting and acting of this movie was so good. I love that very much. Kudos to Sonia. Sonia has mastered the art of acting. Trust me, she's so versatile. Her role in this movie was so very good. Her calm, childish, well-behaved character in this movie was so good. And also kudos to Steph, played by Thelma Chukwuemeka. She did her role so well. The wicked mother, wicked stepmother. Of course, this main character, I really do not know her like that, but I think she also did very well. She played Nicole in this movie, and she was the wicked stepsister to Sonia Uche, and she did so well. Her role in this movie was really sweet in a bad way which means I enjoyed her character. So yeah, she did super well. So kudos to all of them. Their acting, everybody stepped up their game in this movie, and I enjoyed their character so much. And another thing I love was the robbery scene. The robbery scene, I enjoyed it. That was different, outside shot, because I was getting tired of the whole one location, the whole one house thing, and I think I enjoyed the robbery scene, which gave the cinematography a very good view, which made it more clear, and whoever shot the robbery scene did well. The camera angles, the foot shots, everything in that robbery scene, I think I enjoyed every bit of that. Costume wise of this movie was also very good. Costume was okay. How they made Dike look like he was just from asylum, that was really good. His beard, his hair, I think the makeup on him was very good. And also, Sonia Uche's costume in this movie was really good. And how can I forget, the wicked aunt and wicked stepsister? Costume wise was really good in this movie. So yeah, those are the things I love about this movie. Moving on to what I do not like about this movie. First off, let me start by saying that what happened to cinematography? What happened to clear pictures of this movie? What happened to seeing everything in a very good image? What happens to it? Is it because it's an indoor shot? Hello, wetin happen? I had to increase the brightness of my laptop to enjoy this movie. Now wetin happen? Cinematography of this movie I really did not enjoy. That was why I said I really enjoyed the robbery scene of this movie. It gave it, an open feel, a bright scene, because the house cinematography of this movie was too dark. Everything was just dim all the time. So I wasn't enjoying the cinematography of this movie at all. Location, I can't blame them. They use practically one location actually. That's how I can recall. One location of this movie was all it takes for the movie. And another thing I didn't like was that, the cast, when you look at the cast, they omitted the guy who did the armed robbery scene. I don't know why. It's like, hello, you're not part of the movie. I don't know why they omitted his name. He's part of the movie crew. I mean, he's part of the cast. Why didn't they add him? Who omitted his name out of this movie? Guys, let's be taking accountability and making sure that everyone that we use in movie roles are important as the main character. Look, if the person didn't do worker pass, if the person didn't do what you asked them to do in the movie, I'm sure that movie or that scene wouldn't have been complete. Let's be valuing everybody on set. It's really dear to my heart because I have been to a movie scene and I have seen how they treat people who are not main character. Let's be valuing people, please. Let's appreciate them. Worker Pass is a character that is very important. Gatesman, armed robbery, server, whoever you use in a scene is as important as the main character of that movie. Please, let's value these people. If you use their name, you write their names, another producer, another director might just cast them and might just bring more work to them as well. So let's be putting these people's names in the cast at the end of this movie. So yeah, that was one thing I noticed and I wasn't happy about. And one last thing I want to say, this one might be a little cliche because I said that I enjoyed Sonia Uche's performance. Then again, I also found Sonia Uche's performance in this movie a little bit dull and very laid back. I don't know why. It's because maybe I don't want to say it's because she's supposed to be the timid person. It's a mixed feelings for me in this movie for Sonia Uche's character in this movie. I like it, I don't like it. So that's why I said it's a little bit cliche, a little bit confusing, if you might say that. But yeah, aside that, it was a good movie, and I love the fact that it was straight to the point. It didn't waste anybody's time. Less than 2 hours. This is not 2 hours movie. 1 hour 30 minutes and you are gone. The torture they put Dike and Sonia Uche through in this movie was fun to watch and very interesting. And Thelma and obviously Nicole, they acted their role. They played the wicked stepmom and stepsister very well in this movie, and the time used in showing us what is important and what's not important is what I value about this movie. So, and on that note, I'm rating this movie a 5/10. I would definitely recommend it for you to watch. You enjoy it. If you're a fan of Sonia Uche and Uche Nancy family, you would definitely enjoy this one. It's a good watch. So guys, thank you so much for watching and subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, guys, do subscribe, leave a comment, tell me if you have watched Rejected Mate. If you haven't, I'll leave the link in the description box so you guys will go there and enjoy this movie. Thank you guys so much once again, and I'll see you all in the next movie review.